Greetings, a very, very good, well, it's coming up to afternoon. I was about to say a very, very good afternoon. Great to have you with us here for the 8th, thank you, for the 8th game of the limited edition 8 goal. Great to have you with us. My name is Jan Eric Frank, and always where he belongs on my left is...
I'm Dale Schwetz. Good to see you, Jan, here for back to the 2025 limited edition 8 goal live from Field 4, Grand Champions Polo Club.
Indeed it is, and you can see the players are all ready to go. We've got Amaro out there, who've already played 2 goals. And Newport, of course, who've all Armour have already had 2 games. They're 2-0 at the moment.
Playing well.
They're playing very well, and they're up against Newport, who only have so far played that 1 game against Tanakanda, but they won that in overtime. But Dale, why don't you just tell us quickly who's out there today for the 2 teams?
Yeah, we have the Amaro team. We know him well. Scott Sorbaro, he'll pull the team from the number 1 position. You know, the A-rated. Michael Armour will play the number 2, but he'll rotate around. Does a great job filling gaps for Nick Manifold at the number 3 on 2 goals. High is 5'6", so he's dropped down, so you got to watch out for him. Kris Kampsen will play number 4 on 6 goals. KK doing a good job hitting the center hits, 4s, penalty shots. Fantastic. So that's been a big part of their wins. Newport, though, they're always a force to be reckoned with. Gene Goldstein will pull the team at the number 1 position. A-rated Inaki Wulf, very good at the number 2. He'll rotate around. Okay, Inyaki's going to play the 1. Gene will play the 2. And we get a quick goal here right out of the bowl-in.
Yeah, not wasting any time at all. Sorry that we had to interrupt you there.
Scott.
But indeed. So very, very quickly here, the team in white, Scott Sorbaro, picking up, as you said, the first goal. It was a breakaway play from that throw-in.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do with him. He pulls the team very well. If they can get him in the game quickly, it helps the team out immensely. So Milo Dorignac, and Inaki Wulf will play number 1. He's going to be very rotated and moving around at -1. And then Milo Dorignac will play number 3 on 4 goals. And Michele Dorignac, his father, will play the number 4 on 5 goals. They play very well together.
Okay, well, there we go. Thank you very much. And, of course, very important to not forget to mention our 2 mounted officials this afternoon, Pepe Araja and from England, Mr. Roddy Matthews.
No, they meant to change it around. It's going to be Esteban.
Beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Sorry, Dale. Sorry. So Esteban and Mr. Matthews, correct?
Yeah. Roddy did the women's this morning, and I was out there this morning. Great tournament out there. You can go back and watch that as Cale Newman called the play-by-play for you. But congratulations to the ladies. Looked like the women's league is a lot of fun.
It is indeed. But now let's go back to the boys here on field number 4. And a little bit of defensive work all of a sudden needed to take place here for Amaro. Another nice little pick-up on the near side. Well, he's playing very well. Scott Sorbaro, nicely done. Ball taken... a little bit deeper into the half here of Newport. Here he comes, Mr. Kampsen. And Mr. Kampsen will put that away with ease. So Amaro getting off to a very good start here in the opening chukker.
Yeah, when they get Scott going forward, and that's what I said to you earlier when he scored, they've used him a number of different ways, coming back on defense and kind of playing from the number 3 and number 4 position. Nick and Chris, but when you get Scott pulling the team, now you get a rotation where Kampsen's coming in from the number 4 position, picking up the loose ball play, picking up an easy goal.
So back to the halfway line we go then. And still plenty of polo to be played here in this opening chukker, but as we were just saying, Amaro getting the better start here. Another nice little ball up field looking for, well, I think it had Scott Sorbaro's name on it, turned around by Armour. Michael Armour back to the front door, just running out of field there. Ball going over the back line, so Newport will have it.
I think he rotated around there with the 3, I'm pretty sure. They come across there. I think it was Nick. And so they're getting a full rotation there.
Yeah.
I thought it was Michael also. And then Nick kind of slowed it down, went to the control play, and then back to Scott. So they're using Scott a lot here. They must have watched some of the videos and just changed it up. But this is when they're at their finest. Amaro is when they line out well and they get Michael and Scott pulling the team.
Little drop shot there, looking for the number 2.
Yeah, he's going to get caught in the blocking foul here. Michael waiting for that ball to come by him and just doesn't get there in time. And in the process of that, Michele, watch the number 4 is going to come from right to left. Get on the right of way now. Michael waits for it.
Yeah.
And player following the ball is going to have the right of way over the player. Good try there. I mean, Michael waiting for it. If it moves a little quicker, it'll actually go by him in front of the spot. So they'll go with the 5A. It's going to be Dorignac.
On the move, on the boards, immediately gets shut down there by Manifold. But he did well there. Still Dorignac for Newport. Gets that one over the halfway line. Remember, there are 2 Dorignacs out there on the field this afternoon, field number 4. But, well, this is the danger man. Highest rated player in this match, Mr. Kampsen. Just a quick reminder, they took on in their first game Quite on Z, beat them 11 goals to 10 in overtime, then did the same with Tough Rider, beat them 9 goals to 7. And look at this, in front of goal, in the right place, at the right time, picking up his 2nd goal of the afternoon, Mr. Scott Sorbaro. Well done.
Actually, this is a good pickup here. They get going, man, and they are using him so perfectly. Kampsen's been hitting a big ball all season. And this is connection. Last year, a lot of their winning came from the Kampsen-Sorbaro connection, and now using it well. You want to see a team that looks very similar, player to player. Look at the blue team. Yeah, I was just looking at them. Gene, Inaki, Milo, and Michele, they all went to black helmets now, so they look good. They look good, boy. But they're not easy to follow, so they rotate around. Yeah, and Inaki playing the 1 and Gene playing the 2. And is that the way we got it? Michele playing the 3?
I'm not sure. I'm asking. This is
no. I think you got Michele at the back.
That's what I thought.
Sure. Yeah, I got Michele at the back and
Milo at 3.
Milo at 3.
Gotcha.
But we can look at them because I was trying to look really close because they all look
very similar.
I love the black and blue with the black helmets and the blue. They look fantastic. Let's see. We got I mean, it is father's son, so
yeah,
you know they're going to look very similar to yourself. But Lazy Gene's actually got a little bit of a lighter helmet, and Inyaki's a smaller number 1.
Yeah,
a little bit of an off-color helmet there for Milo, and let's see, Michele. That looks like you got Michele playing the 3 and
Milo
playing the 4, so we do apologize about that as the father-son connection. Just say that they played it differently before, but that's going to be today.
Here we go then. Quick courtesy change. Everybody back out on the field, and once again a warm welcome. You've only just, if you've only just joined us, you haven't missed much. We are still in the first of our 6 chukkers, and the team in the white shirts, Amaro, getting off to a very, very solid start here. A couple of goals picked up already by Scott Sorbaro, one by Mr. Kris Kampsen, putting it 3 goals to 0. As away we go, the Blues have it again, and on the move, one of those 2 Dorignacs, it'll be Milo. Just has to hold off a little bit before he makes that pass. Tapping it towards the boards. The first man will come and challenge him there. You see him with the number 3, Mr. Nick Manifold. Well, he's done enough now. He needs to turn quickly. But Dorignac felt it and reacted appropriately. Little pick up here. Once again, it'll be you-know-who, Double K, Kris Kampsen. He's on the boards. Under the watchful eye there, you can see the back of Pepe Araja. Now, that's what you don't want to allow him to do because Mr. Kampsen always very, very dangerous. And again, right up there, Dale, Scott Sorbaro.
Yeah, no, but good offensive attack here by Amaro. They have definitely worked out a few kinks. But Newport, very smart. They will adjust. On the knock-in is going to be, looks like Milo.
Dorignac gets an early challenge. Well done. Taken around. Big ball just to get some distance from his own goal mouth. Next 2 players come across. They don't foul. Has to check. Manifold. Sends it to the boards. Well, risky. Ball stays in play. Kampsen will take it. And he will drill that one back to Manifold. So nice little combination play. Will he go for the cut shot, the direct shot? Wants to tee it up, making it a more of a difficult angle to shoot at goal with. Surrounded there from both sides. You had Inaki Wulf up there as well, and Dorignac will clear it. This time Milo. Nice long ball. Won't quite make it through to Gene. Backhand shot there coming from Nick Manifold, just playing it into the traffic. There he is again. Goldstein, little belly shot I thought it looked like. Left behind for Kampsen. Drags it out to the boards. Newport pushing. Just pushing away. Kampsen will turn. Michele needs to allow him to make that play. And now, no, I thought we might have a whistle. No, they're going to continue.
Yeah, no, ball gets Kris hits a little bit too far on the turn. Gets even with his boot. I like the play by Michele just to grab it. And good non-call. They'll keep that consistent all day, but it's back to KK.
Kampsen trying to drill another one ball down the field. Now looking for his number 2, Michael Armour. The near side backhander coming from Dorignac, intercepted by Kampsen. Needs to be quick. The other Dorignac very quickly there. Milo coming in for the challenge. Now we have a whistle, but that's because we're running out of time. That's the end of the first chucker.
Yeah, it's going to end our first chucker play. So great start here by Amaro. That's why he come out. 3 quick goals. So we'll send them off for some fresh horses. We'll be back for our second chucker, the 2025 limited edition 8-goal. If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Welcome back. Great to have you with us. Jan Eric Frank and
Dale Schwetz. Nice to see you for Jan. Live from field number 4, Grand Champion Polo Club. Limited edition 8-goal. What a start by Amaro.
Absolutely. Let's just have a little quick look at how that all came about. Scott Sorbaro, or rather Amaro, winning the first throw in. Scott Sorbaro not wasting any time jumping on that ball that came out of that scrum. Picked up his first, and then not very long after that, his second goal in that opening chucker. Kampsen also put one away, making it 3-0. No score yet from Newport, despite the fact that they looked that they had quite a lot of possession, Dale.
Yeah, I'm surprised. They're a goal-scoring team, but Amaro just came out hitting the big ball, which Kampsen's done great this season. He's almost made one, or did make one from center, but he's been hitting his 5s amazing, his 4s. So they're stretching the Newport team out. I think a good game plan. Let's see how Newport adjusts.
Well, one thing is definitely already a very nice indicator. We've had as good as, well, we've had no penalty shots, and it's been a very clean game so far. Both teams coming into this match with a lot of respect for each other. Both, of course, already having played. Amaro twice with 2 wins, and Newport also 1 game with a win. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see, again, a very offensively minded game as Nick Manifold picks up his first game of the afternoon.
Yeah, great steal here. This is the shoes on the other foot play, because if you remember the play earlier that Dorignac had on the turn where the ball kind of popped out, he made a quick play. This time he goes to turn it around, and he's looked like he's still coming around, and Nick gets out of there in time. So I like the non-call. I mean, tight plays, but umpires calling it consistently.
Certainly are, and Amaro have one next throw in again. Everybody now on the score sheet except for Michael. I'm sure that will not stay that way for very much longer, or for very long. Again, a little push there from Nick Manifold. There he comes. Michael Armour trying to take on the number 3, Michele Dorignac. He finds a little way, a little get-out loop to try and clear that ball, but the pressure's still very much on Newport from Amaro. with the number 4 now, Milo. Just deciding which way he's going to play it. And you can see that Amaro standing still very, very deep. That seems to be the game plan, maybe for the first half. Try and catch the opposition off guard. Stand deep. Nice little attempted steal. And the under the neck shot. Well played there by the number 2, Michael Armour. He finds Nick Manifold. Hammers one.
Well done, Michael.
Indeed.
Great D. I mean, Milo went to the control play. And you got to be careful when you go to the control play because they're going to lean towards that defense. So umpire's going to let that play out. And Michael does a great steal, gets to his offside quickly, shoots it down there. A little bad luck on the shot, but a nice attempt by Manifold. So Amaro keeping the pressure on.
Back to the action. And Amaro still in possession. Oh, a little bit of a miss hit. Now, this could be a breakaway play for Newport if they can... They can work it. Nicely done here by Goldstein. Needs a bit of support. In comes Wulf. Good little steal on the near side. Unlucky slight bouncing ball. Kampsen, beg your pardon, will send it out to the boards, looking for his number 2, or rather his 2-goaler with the number 3, Nick Manifold. He gets his pocket picked. If you snooze, you lose. Dorignac will be right there to wake you up. Steals the ball back for Newport, trying to get a little bit closer. Cleared.
Great D, great D.
Very good. I was just about to say, very good D, and not only clearing it, but passing it at the same time from Kampsen. Again, looking there for Manifold. Well, that broken play as Milo Dorignac will try and turn things back. Now then, will he go for the immediate shot? Wants to get a little bit closer. Here it comes. I thought he might. Takes it, puts it away.
Yeah, well done, Milo. Just trying to get his jiggy on, as they say. He's just, you can see how he's controlling the ball, kind of find himself a little bit. Tough defense, Amaro. They all play very strong defense. Scott, Michael, Nick, and Kris. And Milo now finding space and a great shot. What a finish. So that'll get him his motivation going a little bit. That'll take us to a courtesy change.
Indeed it will, and a chance for us to remind you that we've got a very, very big final coming up tomorrow. I hope you've been enjoying and watching with us, of course, the John T. Oxley Memorial. A very, very special tournament which we host here at Grand Champions Polo Club, the final of which will be tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, of course, being April the 3rd. Casablanca taking on Los Machitos, and as I say, that will be coming to you tomorrow. I will be bringing it to you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 16's been fun to watch.
Been a lot of fun to watch.
That's been a lot of fun, and for a special man. So couldn't think of a better tournament to have in memory of John T. Oxley. And the teams have just been, more like 20 goal.
Absolutely.
And so this should be a good final. Los Machitos playing well. So Casa's got to bring it tomorrow.
They certainly do. So make sure you do you set your alarm. Come a little bit earlier. We'll be down at Grand Champions Polo Club. And, of course, if you can't make it live, we will be bringing you the live coverage here on CTV Sports, of course.
Yeah, the leagues have been very strong as season-wise also. Great benefits, too. I think the White Party, Nick Rodan's White Party, hosted by Grant Gansey, also was a success. Stellar for the especially for the cancer, children's cancer, and the PTF, the programs that they fund there. That's
and then, of course, very exciting, which we're now very much looking forward to. We've had 3 of our World Polo League tournaments.
4, actually. Oh, 3, yeah. Three, yeah.
And we've got one more coming up.
I was going to say the PTF also.
Yeah, we got that coming up.
4 of those.
Exactly.
Get ready for the 5th, which is a new record.
April 19th.
Adding that to another level.
April 19th, that'll be coming. So there's a little bit away. But, of course, after we had the final of the Palm Beach Open, now the much-anticipated Triple Crown of Polo.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
And that's been building. So that should be an exciting end of April. April's going to be a lot of fun.
Correct. Here we go then. We're back on the field. We're down to 3.5 minutes left to play. A little bit of a miss hit there. Quickly taken by Manifold. Now then, what's Nick got up his sleeve? Yeah, he's going to go for the direct shot. He's got the number 2 knocking on the door. The finish. Oh, well, I was so hoping that Michael would put that one away, but literally with about 1.5 yards to go, Newport get very lucky there. That didn't go through the uprights, and away we go now on the far side with Dorignac.
little trouble here on the done horse. He gets a lot done on his handy horse. We watched this horse play their last game, and Milo controls the game a lot. Very handy, looking for a player, not getting the hit he wants, but now he's going to find Michele.
Dorignac, he will extend it. Now all of a sudden the Blues are on the move. And look at this, Inaki Wulf left behind for Dorignac. Dorignac will push and pull the team with him. Milo up to the front. A little unlucky there that he couldn't deliver it perfectly for Wulf. Little miss hit, deflection coming off the pony there of Kampsen on the handlebars. Did well to stay in the saddle. Well done, Nick. And away we go. Plays that one across the field. He's found. That's a perfect pass for Manifold. And he will run with this one. He's got to be careful, though.
Ooh, bad luck. They've had a couple true give and goes where it starts with Nick, and then Kris goes to the outside with it, and then Nick mounted very well, kind of sneaks. I don't know how he's getting away. They're going to have to adjust going into halftime on that because he's actually covering a lot of yardage to get there. A little bad luck on the shot, but great attempt. The offensive attack still working. Look at this. Looking for coast to coast.
And that'll be Michele Dorignac, but he's up against Kampsen. Kampsen, yeah, well, he won't make it easy for you. Sends the ball, and again, not just clearing it, but sending it with a pass intent behind that shot. Nice little pick up by the number 2. Here in white.
A lot of good back shots from the Amaro team. Yeah, I mean, they've used the back shot to start their offense, which actually how the game is designed, and but they are doing it like over and over and over. So they are locked in on how they want to play today, and it's working well.
On the move, once again, getting a lot of touches and a lot of done here for his team. Scott Sorbaro on this occasion didn't quite have the ending that he was hoping for.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
Nick was coming in there trying to get his defensive lineup, and just a little bit too close. That ball carried, and it kicks off his pony here. Milo finding Michele, I believe, or vice versa. Yeah, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
And it comes off the pony. Actually, Michele jumping on his own pass, and they'll move this one. They should get see where they go, 2 or 3. Looks like they're going to go to 3. Yeah. I think they're going 3. Yeah, they're going to go with the 3. I think Nick was the last guy back, so they're going to move that one. And opportunity.
Big opportunity and a very important goal that they need, because that's still that 3-goal advantage that Amaro carried into the second chukker. A goal apiece so far, so this would definitely be chipping away at that lead from Amaro.
Yeah, it's funny. The Amaro team, they're just playing pretty much straightforward hit-and-run polo. And if you do it well, the design is to be the ball moves quicker than the horses, and they're doing a great job hitting the back shots. And Michael, Kris, they're hitting 60, 70, 80-yard back shots. Milo?
No mistake there for Milo Dorignac, picking up his second goal, but the first from the penalty line. And I believe, Dale, if I'm not mistaken, that was our first penalty of the game so far. And that'll bring us to the end of chukker number 2. So Newport picking up an extra goal. Let's see how they do when they come back. Join us for chukker number 3, limited edition, 8-goal 2025.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Welcome back. Chukker number 3 of this limited edition 8 Gold 2025, the 8th game of the tournament. In the white shirts, Amaro. In the blue shirts, Newport, who had a bit of a shaky start after Amaro putting up 3 goals very quickly in the opening. Chukker number 2. They slowly but surely started finding or getting into their rhythm, picking up 2 goals against the 1 from Amaro, but they still are down by 2. And away we go. Ball's in play, and it'll be Mr. Kampsen, who will try and drop that one over everybody. Look, I think he was looking for Michael Armour there on that last play. Into the corner they go, and that'll be Michele Dorignac to try and send Newport back towards the west end of the field. This field running east to west. To see if they can take that a bit further. Oh, that's a nice touch here by Goldstein. Very nice. Goldstein in front of goal just to put it away. Goldstein tries to keep it in play. Got nudged out of the game there by Manifold.
Yeah, this is the way they usually play. They usually have Gene pulling the team, so they're going back to that style, which I think the Newport team runs a little better also when they have Gene and Inaki pulling the team. Good job here by Michael, though.
Yeah.
Just kind of staying in his spot. And Gene went to the open space, just hit a little too far, need a little more real estate. And the ball just kind of trickles over the end line, not much. But Amaro will set up for the knock-in. Looks like Kampsen, we're going to get a attack time for one of the Amaro players. Nope, sorry, one of the Newport players. I think they're going to fix it on the field. Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, here you go, look.
Yeah. Michele?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go ahead on the gray pony. Ruling is you can fix your tack on the field if you have the capabilities of it. If not, umpires allow you to change your pony, in which case, usually once you get on that horse, they will yell play. So sometimes if you're at the end of the field, most teams will allow a player to get back in play, but the procedure, the rule is set up that way. Speed the game up. Knock-in coming. Kris Kampsen.
Yeah, he was looking to play that one right down the middle there. Looking to play it to his number 3. Manifold still trying to retrieve that ball. Kampsen, of course, has been able to move up a little bit. So that initial pass not quite ideal, but they managed to fix it. Now on the near side, the pickup unlucky there for Michael as Newport regained possession. Ball will be sent back over the halfway line. But who will be the recipient? It'll be a player from White. Oh, a deflection. And here we go with the number 2. Well, he's been dragging, as you said, Dale, the team. A little unlucky there for Gino to get a little bit further towards that goal mouth. But now you've got Mr. Kampsen on the move. And that's always a situation when you want to have all hands on deck. The first challenger coming from Dorignac. Kampsen trying to control the ball on the near side, trying to keep it in play. So very well done there by Michele Dorignac, taking on the 6th goal and taking him out of the equation.
Yeah, but they finished the play, and this is what Amaro's done well. They're not leaving any balls on the field, not seeing too many quick breakaways by Newport based on a broken play or a mishit. They're either shooting the ball or putting the ball over the end line, which gives them time to set their defense back up and try to win the knock-in.
Which is exactly what's happening here. A knock-in coming from Dorignac. Dorignac to Goldstein, who's on the boards. But look how quickly Kampsen just slots in between. Yeah. Everybody knows that he needs to be allowed to make that play. Kampsen will go for the lofted shot. Has he found his number 3? Because that would have been an absolutely perfect pass. And then look at this. Under the net, coming out of nowhere. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nice try. Just off to the left.
Very nice.
Just off. Yeah. Remington. But again, well hit. Kris finding, he had a couple players down there.
Michael and Nick.
Michael and Nick, yeah. And a nice attempt. Once again, shooting at the goal, finishing the plays. Now line it back up, try to win the knock-in.
This time it's going to go out to the left-hand side. Newport on the move. A lot of room to work with. Again, we're seeing more and more this one-touch polo. Also, of course, very much at the 8-goal level. We've seen it throughout all the tournaments. Look at this, and this is how you get the job done. Oh, unlucky, going for the near impossible under the neck shot. And it just goes wide.
Yeah, bad luck for Gene there. Nice pass, just a little bit too far. Deep, steep angle. And that speed because he had to run that ball down before it went out of bounds. So timing a little off for Newport, but they're finding Gene. And is that going to take us out?
Yep, that's going to take us to a courtesy change. Another courtesy change coming.
So back and forth here, the biggest chucker, I guess that 3 unanswered goals in the first chucker gave him a boost, but good turnaround by Newport in the second to stop the river from gushing as they were really rolling. And Amaro added 1 to keep that 2-goal lead, and now back and forth in the defensive battle. But 3 knock-ins here and before the courtesy change for the Newport team. Mm-hmm. So Amaro getting the offensive attack. Now it'll go back. I guess both teams actually. This is going to be the second knock-in for the Amaro team here in the third.
Well, players coming back out, as you can see. Nice shot there. Very nice-looking pony that Michele Dorignac is on. Beautiful Palomino pony. In comes the other Dorignac.
Another handy one.
Yeah. Now, did you, when you were back in the day when you were playing, did you have a preference in color, or were you more of a gelding, a mare?
No colors, no geldings, no mares, just good.
Okay. Oh well, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, different horses. There's handle horses and speed horses. Faster running horses. If you can get the combination, then you have the machina, as they call it, the machine. But you can mix it up, and I personally would have horses on each end of the field, one handle horse and one fast horse, just in case you got into a chucker where a couple of the players you're playing against might have been on a faster horse, or maybe you have the ability to control a game. So you could jump on the handle horse. Gave you preferences with those 2 horses, one on each end of the field. And then with the next horse coming up, there are always 3 horses to play. So you can choose out of those 3. Now they have the courtesy change in place, so that kind of helps players decide how they want to do it. But back in the day when we didn't have the courtesy change, you just line it up like that, and then you always had a preference. It's really tough playing back when you're playing against a 1 who's on a flyer. You know? You don't want to be chasing all day.
No.
So to have another one of your flyers sitting waiting always was good.
Here we go then. Balls back in play. Kampsen, Kris Kampsen taking the knock-in there for Amaro, who, of course, just in case you've just joined us, are in the white. Newport, as we know, always in the blue. A little turnaround here. Ball in possession now for the Blues, and that'll be Michele Dorignac. We'll send that one upfield, and away we go. There he is, Goldstein. Gene will want to get a nice piece of this. Nice, elegant swing. We had a very similar situation not that long ago. Goldstein having to just clear and accept that on this occasion. It wasn't going to be a little backhand shot to take it out towards the boards where Kampsen is waiting. The under the next shot, another deflection, goes back to the board. And this is where we have that quick line change, of course. But there was nobody actually on that line, so Kampsen able to pick it up, turn it, and play it down along the boards. Now then, let's see if he can jump onto this. Yes, he can. Michael Armour.
Power polo. Just hit and run. Scott's got an opportunity.
He certainly does. On the near side.
How much easier is that?
Dude, you called it. You called it, Dale.
Tail shot from Nick to Kampsen on the boards. Kampsen to Michael. Michael one time. Perfectly played pass from Michael to the far post. And well done, Scott, picking up Inaki early, pushing him to the outside. That way he's got the near side shot, and a sensational near side shot. Not an easy goal.
No.
But well done. Power polo by the Amaro team.
Goal number 3 for Scott. But we go back to the halfway line. So 5 goals to 2, though they've managed to restore that 3-goal cushion, which they laid up in that first chukker. A little under a minute and a half remaining here in chukker number 3. And that is a nice backhand coming from Michael. And I thought so. He was going to run away with that one. Kampsen up to the front. Very nice. Scott could pick up another one. Unlucky there. He had a bouncing ball. But look at this. Nice support coming in from Kampsen. And there it is, that Palomino pony I was just talking about. Michele Dorignac will be looking over on the left-hand side for Jean and or Milo. Left now for Jean, gets one touch, has Inaki behind him. Good supporting play here by Newport. The near side back again, you've just got to get a grip on that Kampsen. And away we go.
It's like his 30th back shot.
Yeah.
I mean, Kris has hit a number of back shots, but it's working very, very well.
On the boards again, Dorignac, Michele and Milo. Milo trying to just shake off those two defenders from Amaro, Scott and Nick. And unfortunately just gets that ball out of bounds. So at least the one very important goal that they wanted to pick up for Amaro. That is half time. So a total of 5 goals to 2 in favour of the team in white. We will be back in just a few moments for the second half. Stay with us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails, because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you with us. Game number 8 of the limited edition 8 Gold 2025. And looking at my score sheet here, well, it's not looking that rosy. It's looking a little bit more blue for Newport, who are in blue. A goal is first chucker, a goal is second chucker. Just 2 goals picked up, one from the penalty line, a penalty 3, and one out of regular play by Milo Dorignac. Whereas Amaro, they are the team in white. Well, so at the moment it would appear that Scott Sorbaro can do no wrong. He's picked up 3 goals, nearly picked up a 4th. Nick Manifold also picking up a great goal. And of course, the driving force there, you see him just having a few words with one of our 2 mounted officials, Mr. Kris Kampsen. He picked up an early goal in that first chucker. So they left the field after 3 periods, after 3 chuckers of play. And the score, as you can... well, you will see momentarily, 5 goals to 2 in favour of Amaro, who have a possession, and they will resume play where it ended at the end of chucker number 3. Here we go then, a quick rundown for you if you just joined us. Who's out there in Amaro, the white shirts? We've got Scott Sorbaro at number 1. Playing off 0 goals. He's on the ball right there, leaning out very far to try and pick up his 4th goal. At number 2, we've got Michael Armour. At number 3, Nick Manifold. And at number 4, of course, Mr. Kris Kampsen with a 6-goal handicap. He is the highest rated player on the field. For Newport in blue, Inaki Wulf. the -1 goaler playing at the number 1 position at number 2, Gene Goldstein, and he's had a couple of good runs in this game as well. And then we've got Michele Dorignac playing off 4 goals and Milo Dorignac playing off 5 goals at the number 4 position. And then, as I said, just 2 goals coming from Milo in chukker number 2. Little foul just took place there. Just while I was going through the names again, it's going to go in favour of Amaro, so against Newport. And so based on how Kampsen is teeing up that ball, we might just see a direct attempt a shot at goal here from the 6th goaler. Let's see what he's got in store for us. Good way to start chukker number 4. Kampsen. Yeah, I had a feeling he might try and drill this one deep down, but it's gone wide. Nothing that anybody standing either side of the goalposts could have done on that play. So Newport, excuse me, have possession. And let's see if they can do something with it. Again, Amaro standing very deep here in the half of Newport. Kampsen trying to shut down that first or that second pass to the far side on the boards. Nicely done by Goldstein. Didn't quite get the distance on that shot, but Goldstein said, well, if you don't want it, I will gladly pull the team and get a little bit further into your half. On the boards now, Dorignac. That'll be Michele. Milo tucks in behind. Very nicely done. The open backhand, but now was he caught slightly offside there, or i.e. was there a slight right-of-way infringement as that manifold tried to clear it? Let's have another close look at this. You can see they're on the boards. That first play was, unfortunately, just a little bit wrong-footed there, the number 3 in white, Nick Manifold. So pretty easy to spot that one, but again, a good spot by, of course, our 2 mounted officials, Esteban Ferrari and Pepe Araja. And based on that foul and where it took place, let's see what they award. It looks like it's going to be a penalty 3, so an open goal penalty, 340 yards. And Milo Dorignac teeing up that ball. It'll be his 3rd goal if he scores it, and his 2nd from the penalty line. He's already picked up a penalty 3, so this would be his 2nd. Well, I wanted to make a statement, and he certainly did, so no mistake there. Goal number 3 for Milo and for Newport. Came at that ball with a bit of an angle and just thought he would just do what he would probably do in his sleep with his eyes closed and one leg tied behind his back. Nicely done there. Milo Dorignac picking up goal number 3. So 2 goals in it, but let's see, because this is what they've been doing. Every time Newport scored, Amaro came back. And as I said, in chukker number 3, there was no score from Newport and just the one from Scott Sorbaro, picking up so far already a hat-trick. Now let's see if they're on a bit of a run here, if that will go through, and it will. Let's see if Michele Dorignac can pick it up. He does, slight miss it. Ball goes out to the right as opposed to going a bit more to the left and center of the goal. Kampsen will not waste any time to try and clear that ball. Sends it up towards that halfway line. It won't quite make it over. Stopped and turned now by Milo. Milo knows he's got Michele right behind him. He's going to work that ball a little bit more, despite the fact that he's got 2 defending players sticking on to him. But this is what perseverance can look like, because as you can see, Dorignac and Dorignac not wasting any time, this time taking the scenic route. Milo, a little flick of the wrist, and it just went wide. Again, a very, very close play there. And a lot of room given to the number 4 in blue to go around the outside of the entire traffic and not get challenged. So Amaro dodging a very big bullet there. Ball's going over the back line. They now have a possession. Still plenty of time here in chukker number 4. So now let's see what Nick has, Kampsen, beg your pardon, what Kris Kampsen has got up his sleeve. Probably looking for Nick Manifold. Ball goes onto the boards. You can see there how that bounce of the boards created a new line. But that line had already very quickly been taken into possession, and a cheeky, very effective steal here by Kampsen. Let's see if he can control that ball. He had a bit of a bouncing ball. Kampsen on his own. Kampsen in front of goal. And now the finish. Checks his pony. Oh! You don't see that very often. And all he wanted to do was just check his pony and then just put it through. And meanwhile, Milo Dorignac will be very happy of the bad luck, basically, that happened to Kampsen. Brings the ball all the way back into the half of Amaro. Kampsen coming back, of course, very quickly as the Secretary of Defense. Well, we're going to have a whistle, and I'm pretty sure that will lead to our courtesy change. Courtesy change, always trying to, the umpires try and sort of make that or allow that to take place around about halfway through a chukker. So anywhere between 3.5 to sometimes 4 minutes, depending on how much they've been running and gunning. Good shot here of the young Inaki Wulf, who I'd like to see get a little bit, or given a little bit more responsibility. He's, despite the fact he's a -1 player, he's a very, very clever and intelligent player. And, of course, at that level, to play along some of these big names like Kampsen, like Manifold, and, of course, the Dorignacs is always a very valuable experience and a very valuable lesson in improving your game. Quick reminder, tomorrow, as I said, you don't want to miss it, the John T. Oxley final, Memorial Final, Casablanca taking on Los Machitas. We're going to have an early start tomorrow. It's going to be on your screens at 10 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that. And, of course, if you can come down and see us here at Grand Champions Polo Club, always happy and welcoming to see anybody who enjoys anything from the 6 to the 26 goal. Everybody back out on the field. We're in the fourth chukker. A little over 3 minutes remain. 5 goals to 2. Beg your pardon, 5 goals to 3 after that penalty from Milo Dorignac. So still very much an open game here. 3:12 remain to be played. Everybody back in situ. Waiting now just for the umpires to also get back to where they need to be and throw in the ball to get the second half here of chukker number 4 up and running and underway. And away we go with a hit from the spot for Kampsen. Another very, very long ball. Michael not able to do anything with it. Newport with that number 4, Milo Dorignac. Just giving the signals or the little indicator of what play they've got planned. Michele, comfortably, without any major incidents, gets the ball over the halfway line. Now that could drop out to the right. It wasn't far enough. Wulf and Goldstein were there. It's back to Michele on the boards. Running into some traffic there from Manifold. Sticking with his man. He needs a little help there, does Michele. Milo comes in, helps him out. Has possession now for Newport. Let's see if he can take it all the way. Milo still. Dorignac gets the support he needs from Michele. Now Michele should be well within range to take a shot here, even if it's from a standstill. Does exactly that. And well played. Well played. Here you see it again very clearly. Michele brings it over to the left. Waits for the gap. There it is. Says, yep, I can do this. No mistake. And that brings him within 1 goal of Amaro. As they come back to the halfway line. A little over 1.5 minutes left to play here in chukker number 4. And, well, at the moment, it's looking like 2 goals to 0 in favour of Newport. One more cheeky little goal, and it would be even Stevens. Kampsen, of course, will do everything in his power to try and hinder that. Oh, nicely done there by the number 2, by Michael. Picked up and turned by Dorignac. Michele does the switcheroo to Milo. Milo going around the outside to make sure that Michael is not in a position to challenge him in front of goal. Well, again, umpires just waiting for that play to open up and develop before they make the call or the final call. So let's see here. The backhand picked up and turned, and already jumping on that line was the number 3 in blue, Michele Dorignac. Good call by our 2 mounted officials. And that will result in another penalty. A little under a minute remain now here in chukker number 4. And let's see what Kampsen, and he's got something up his sleeve, that's for sure. Let's see what Kampsen can do here. Nobody on the left. And that's kind of where he plays it, a bit further straight up. Intercepted and very quickly taken by Dorignac. Milo. Still has possession. Nobody coming in for challenge. Dorignac will be eyeing up that goal mouth. And that will just be too steep, too much of an angle. Inaki could not get there for that. And that should, based on the time that we have here in the studio, bring chukker number 4 to an end. Indeed it is. So, 2 very important goals picked up by Newport. A goal is 4th chukker for Amaro. I'm sure they'll be reviewing and discussing that. We'll be back. Stay with us a few moments. Chukker 5 and 6 coming up. Welcome back. Well, this is turning out to be quite an exciting game here. A bit of a nail-biting finish. We saw 2 goalless chukkers from Newport in chukker 1 and 3. And that last chukker was a goalless chukker for Amaro, who have got possession with Kris Kampsen knocking the ball into play. They are still currently in the lead by 5 goals to 4, but Newport have blossomed and opened up very nicely here, especially in chukker number 4. A goal, a 3rd one from Milo Dorignac and one from Michele Dorignac have brought them within just that 1 goal from Amaro's 5. As you can see, they lead by 5 goals to 4. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of alarm bells going on here in Amaro. Remember, they were leading at, they had an advantage of 3 goals at one point. And they also had that carried that forward or through until the half-time break. But as I say, chukker number 4 very much going in favour of Newport. Now they might now have their mojo running at max capacity. So this is very, very far from over. Very far from over indeed. And let's see how chukker number 5 will start. Both teams, of course, will not be wanting to make any unnecessary mistake. Little turnaround here by manifold. So Amaro have it. Still Nick. Kampsen. He's still allowed to make the play. They were more or less at a standstill, so nobody's going anywhere. No movement. Picked up by Kampsen. Now he's definitely within range. Kampsen will be eyeing up that ball. You see Manifold trying to take out Milo Dorignac to allow Kampsen. Well, he's going to try and lay this one up and in front of goal. Now, this should be an easy finish for the number 2. There it is. Well done, Michael. Michael Armour finds himself in the right place at the right time. Not quite sure if Kampsen was trying to tee it up for him, but I'm sure he won't be minding. So here you see it again, just gently trying to roll. I think he was actually looking more for manifold. A broken play. Michael is there, puts it through. And that makes everybody on Amaro now on, or puts them all on the score sheet. A little bit of an advantage again. 2 goals in it now in favour of Amaro as they come back to the halfway line. And he's been playing a very, very tough game. A very top game, I should say. Not a tough game. Both Inaki Wulf and Gene Goldstein. And Kampsen, of course, with all of his experience, taking on 2 players there, the near side backhander, but Manifold was there to back up the 6th goal of Kampsen. Still Manifold. Now then, this would be another nice little run, and the idea and the thought behind it, very, very good. He was looking for Michael to take it up the field, but if he doesn't want to do it, then Nick will be thinking, okay, I'll take it. Well done for taking the ball and putting it as close to the opposition as you could. The switcheroo from Manifold to Kampsen. He's within the 60, within the 40, within the 30, and Kampsen appealing there, thinking he might have got hooked. Well, we do have a whistle and an illegal hook. Let's see what the umpires make of that one. Kampsen, as I said, there he comes and crosses the first line. And yeah, you would possibly call that an uneven ride-off, or riding in from behind there. You can see the horse had a little bit of a bump. That is what it looked like here, looking at the replay. And that uneven ride-off will mean that the ball will go in favour of Newport. So a little bit unlucky there, just not able to get that clean ride. In a way, forced to do the uneven ride-off. So a little bit unlucky, as Newport will get that penalty 5-8 from the spot. But you can see Amaro again doing what they've been doing throughout this game, trying to stand very deep. A little bit of a broken play, and away we go with Milo Dorignac now chasing that ball. In comes the near side backhand shot. Who's going to jump on it first? Well, it'll definitely be a player with a white shirt. And that, of course, with the number 3 is Nick Manifold. On the near side, nicely done. Into the corner. Just center it a little bit more. This is a great run if he can finish it. Oh, was that ball over the line just before? Or was it still in play? It looked like it might have just trickled over that half-back line before he went for the final shot. But definitely a very, very good run here by Newport. And the man with the number 4, Milo Dorignac. Which will bring us, as they are so close to the pony lines, to our penultimate courtesy change. Remember, just the 1 goal so far scored here by Michael Armour in the penultimate 5th chukker, which restored that 2-goal advantage, as Newport looked very much like they were coming back into this game in full force here in chukker number 4. But you can never write off and underestimate that Mr. Kris Kampsen, trying to lure the opposition into a false sense of security sometimes, and then just heating it up a little bit, and playing their game again. Good shot here of the 2 Dorignacs, Michele and Milo. So yeah, as we were saying, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, John T. Oxley Memorial Final, Casablanca taking on Los Machitas. Join us for that. We'd be happy to have you. And then, of course, always go to gcpolo.com for regular updates on the schedule and what's coming next. And we still have some great polo coming your way. We still have the Madeleine Bourdieu Memorial is still running. This, of course, the limited edition 8 goal. Tomorrow, the John T. Oxley Memorial will come to an end. And then, of course, we're waiting for the scheduling of the Triple Crown of Polo, the 4th of our 7th year now of the World Polo League. Highest level of polo played anywhere in the world outside of Argentina. Right here, the birthplace of champions, Grand Champions Polo Club. And if you were able to join us on last Sunday, what a great final that was when going into overtime of the Palm Beach Open. Once again, I'd like to congratulate both teams for doing so well. Travieso being one of them. I'm just keeping a very close eye here now on what this young man is doing, taking a long distance shot. The number 3, Michele Dorignac, trying to put that one through. So as I say, Travieso and Tonko are playing a fantastic final here on Sunday. As I said, went into overtime, which is always a little bit of an unlucky way to finish what was a very exciting game. So congratulations to both teams. But there has to, as always, be one winner. As we now look at the last just under 2 minutes here in Chukka number 5, Newport. Under a little bit of pressure here. Need to pick up a couple of very quick goals to possibly force this also. And we've had quite a lot of very close games, which just goes to show you how competitive these leagues are at all levels and how well balanced and matched. And the handicap system working very well at the moment. If anything, as Dale was saying, and we've seen it so many times in the 6 goal as well, the 8, the 12, you can't really imagine that it is 6 to 8 goal. Very often a lot higher. Kampsen trying to find a little opportunity to maybe steal that one back. Dorignac will play it over to the other side of the field. Kampsen coming in, the first challenger. Puts his stick out, couldn't quite reach him. Now he got a piece of him, and that's kind of done enough for that ball to be deflected. We have a new line, very quick new line change. He was a little bit too slow off the mark there. It was Manifold. Dorignac a little bit quicker on the move. Now, this is what I've been waiting for, to see this young man, Inaki Wulf. Wulf opens his shoulders. Didn't get a clean shot. I didn't get a clean contact on that. And he was too far away, was Michele. Because jumping in between very quickly was Kampsen. Kampsen's lost his mallet. Now then, can he finish it this time round? Goes for the man. I'm pretty sure we will get a whistle on that. That to me looked like a little bit of an uneven ride-off. You'll see it here again. First, Kampsen loses his mallet. Dorignac goes up right there. Coming in, I think, from right over to left. So there was a bit of a bump. Well, we'll have to see what they decide when we come back, because that brings us to the end of Chukka number 5. Just the 1 goal then in favor of Amaro. This is going to go away to the wire. Stay with us. We'll be right back for Chukka number 6.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Here we go then, chukker number 6. Well, this is make or break time. No score again. A third third goalless chukker there for Newport. Well, they've been very consistent, just picking the odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5. That's where they didn't score. They scored in 2 and 4, and a total of the 4 goals. 3 coming from Milo Dorignac, 1 coming from Michele Dorignac. But then in chukker number 5, after a goalless 4th chukker for Amaro, Michael Armour picking up a very important goal to restore a little bit of a comfort zone, shall we say, a cushion of 2 goals. So 2 goals in it to possibly push this into overtime, or will Amaro get it over the finishing line within this chukker? Play will resume where that last chukker ended. 6 goals to 4, as I say. All to play for. We're going to start with a very important, well, we had that little situation in front of goal at the end, the 2 colliding as Kampsen lost his mallet. And a nice pick up here from the penalty, or from the spot, or a 2 would have been the option here for Michele Dorignac. So all of a sudden, and that's exactly what Newport needed, a quick early goal to put them within reach of Amaro. 5 goals to 6. They make their way back to the halfway line. It is now all hands on deck for both. I'm sure Kampsen will have been given the instructions of what he would like to see happen here from his teammates and, of course, himself in the 6th and last chukker. Kampsen on the move. Try to drill that one downfield, a bit of a miss hit, and very quickly Michele Dorignac will send over on the far side is number 4, Milo Dorignac, en route to goal. Nicely played. And this is the kind of little break they need, but the umpire's clearly not happy with that. Let's have another closer look at that. It all started with a broken play right here. That's when the backhand shot came. Now, who jumped on that line first? Well, yep, there you see it's the number 3. Well, I can understand Manifold appealing. Did he have the lesser angle? What have the umpires decided? And I think, yeah, as I suspected, they're going to award a penalty 5B based on that right-of-way infringement. Again, it's that lesser angle. A very good call here by the 2 mounted officials. It's going to go in favour of Amaro with a hit from the halfway line. So a penalty 5B. Let's see what Kampsen is going to plan here. Is he going to try and drill that one deep down? It's going to go straight down the middle. Good touch. Manifold was right there, couldn't control it. Newport able to clear it. Well done. Well done, Michele. For Newport, Michele Dorignac's got to be careful. Oh, that's clever. That's very clever play. And then the pass, he was trying to play it to Milo. That just didn't get there. A little bit of misfortune, and now it'll be the turn. Oh my goodness, Milo Dorignac, he had it literally on the end of his mallet and just wasn't able to get the equaliser. Well, he's fighting for possession. Dorignac against Kampsen. Kampsen just with so much experience, just knows exactly what's going to happen, drills that one downfield, nobody home. On the move now, and the backhand shot, well played, Gene. And has he found 1 or 2 of the Dorignacs? Well, he nearly did, but just jumping in between was Manifold. He's also been doing a fantastic job here today, working very, very hard. And we do have a whistle. We do have a whistle. It all started with the backhand coming from Goldstein. And that is where the foul took place. I fear that we had a little bit of a right-of-way infringement there against Amaro. Yeah, Mr. Milo Dorignac, the number 4, was already on that line. So again, a very good call. Not an easy one here for our mounted officials to see that the second player had already established himself on that line, had the lesser angle, so a very good call here by Esteban and Pepe. So, from the halfway line, with the number 3, Michele. Remember, they're looking for that equalizer. Michele trying to avoid being hooked there once again by Manifold. Dorignac. The switcheroo. Back to Milo. Now he's definitely within range. Watch that ball go. It might just sneak in. Oh, it hit the post. It might have just snuck in, I thought, but that really was the ultimate Remington. So very unlucky. That could have been the equalizer. So Amaro holding on by the skin of their teeth to this 1-goal advantage. And they have possession. Big ball coming from Kampsen. Very big ball. And that's going to... Oh, unlucky. He nearly got a piece of it. Nearly able to control it. But Milo coming back strong there. As Manifold would have liked to have had another crack at that. I'm sure he would have put it away that time. So let's see what the Dorignacs can do here now. Manifold will come in, challenge him, taking on 2 Newport players. He's done it again. Trying to jerk on. He's won. He's beaten 2 Newport players. That's very hard and good work there by Nick Manifold. And not only that, he manages to get to regain possession, but also tee it up very nicely here for Kampsen, who got stuck on the boards. There was that layup pass again. A little touch from Newport and from Milo Dorignac disrupted that play. He would have been through. Milo now. And you can see how Amaro are marking up very tightly, not wanting to give anything to anyone. Well, we are going to have another little whistle. Not that there was a foul, but we do want to, of course, implement our courtesy change. So with just under 3.5 minutes remaining here in Chukka number 6, our final courtesy change of the day. And my final reminder to let you know that tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, the John T. Oxley Memorial Final will be taking place at Casablanca. Will be taking on Los Machitos. And that should be a very, very exciting final. As I said, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, CTV Sports. And Casablanca, of course, just to give you an idea who's playing for that team, we've got Grant Ganzi, Colo Gonzalez, Nacho Gracida, and Tommy Collingwood. And for Los Machitos, Larry Austin, Torito Ruiz, Lucas Criado Jr., and Joao Pedro Sousa. And not only that, these 2 teams actually met in the John T. Oxley Memorial. It was the very first game. It went in favor of Los Machitos, 11-7. So there'll be an open score to be settled tomorrow for Casablanca, which promises to make that final a very, very exciting final tomorrow. As I said, CTV Sports bringing you all the action at 10 o'clock local Southern Florida Grand Champions Polo Club time. Everybody back out on the field now to finish the last just under 3.5 minutes here of Chukka number 6. So far just the 1 goal from the line, a penalty 2 scored by Michele Dorignac here in Chukka number 6. As I said, 3 goalless Chukkas, the first, the third and the 5th, and only 1 goalless Chukka for Amaro, and that was in Chukka number 4, but they very quickly bounced back from that, picking up a last-minute goal there. Michael Armour picking up a great goal. All 4 players on the score sheet. Sorbaro leading the tally with 3, Manifold with 1, Kampsen with 1, and Michael Armour also with a goal. So we've seen that pony before that Milo is riding, I think. Yeah, we've seen that. I think she was in here earlier. So here we go then. The ball coming from Dorignac to Dorignac. Little bump and a ride-off attempt there by Kampsen. Dorignac still has possession. Kampsen with a far reach. Tries to avoid that. Nick Manifold coming in. He wants a piece of it as well. And there's the chip shot. Just sending it over everybody. And yeah, well, you could see he was going for it. Gene Goldstein finds himself exactly where he wanted to be. Left now for Michele, and he's within range. He's going to put a bit of a spin on that, and that is the second Remington we've seen. My goodness, we saw one earlier. It hit the post, this time on the right-hand side, just going out of play. Second big chance here for Newport to have picked up the equaliser. It just wasn't to be. Clock is ticking down, 2:20, as Kampsen knocks the ball into play. Wants to get the job over and done with now. Out to the left-hand side, indeed. Scott Sorbaro, well, he is your goal-scoring machine at the moment. Good first touch, good pick-up on the approach now. Will he go for the finish? There's the shot, and that ball is just going to go wide. Unlucky for Scott Sorbaro. That would have been his 4th goal, and that, I think, would have sealed the deal. Wasn't to be on that play, but we're seeing a lot of Remingtons here in this game. Very, very close from both sides and at both ends. So now, Newport and Milo with a good minute and a half to pick up the much-needed equaliser. Plays it out to the left, finds Michele. Michele now holding his fire, trying to play that one-touch polo. That's going to be a little bit short. Kampsen's going to be there first. Yeah, and he might get a blocking foul or a delay of game, because that player should have made some space for him. You can see it here. It all starts as that ball didn't quite have the length. Kampsen tries to jump onto it, and he might get called for blocking there. Gene, let's wait and see what the umpires make of that. Yeah, it's definitely going to go in favour of Amaro. Kampsen, what's that, about 15, 20 yards adjacent to the halfway line. Will he go for the direct attempt, the direct hit, or will he try and lay it up? We'll have to wait and see. Umpire's about to, if not already, it's called play. And Kampsen, Kris Kampsen now. Well, whatever he does, he'd be well advised to keep that ball in the half of the opposition for as long as possible to run the clock down in his own favour. Out to the left. Ball is still in play, but only just. Let's see if Nick can do something here. Manifold. Now he lets it run out of bounds. Not quite sure why he did that. I would have kept that in play and held on to it just to run that clock down. Still well over a minute remaining. Next attempt here. Milo will tap it into play. And you can see they come in very early. Manifold now. Has he done enough? Dorignac finds Michele. This time that ball is exactly going where he wanted. Inaki Wulf. Ooh. Overrun. Kampsen. Michele. Back to Milo. He could shoot from there. Wants to get a little bit closer. Oh, well played, Milo, Milo. It's gone through. It's gone through, and there's your equaliser. Well done indeed. Yeah, they can definitely celebrate that one. Let's have another look at this. It all started with Michele. In came Michael, and then Milo just worked it, avoided the hook from the number 2, and just puts it through there. So well done, Milo, picking up his 4th of the game. And you can see there the end of chukker number 6. So that means we will go into a 7th sudden death goal. We will have a very short break. Don't go anywhere. If anything, top up your coffee and be right back here so we can enjoy together the 7th and final chukker of the limited edition 8 Gold 2025.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and you know, huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
have an opportunity. Santos Bellini going to fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Here we go then. Sudden death, golden goal action here. Once again, a warm welcome. If you've been with us, it's been great having you. 6 goals apiece is how they left the field after full time. And it is now more than make or break time. It is whoever wins, or well, I was going to say whoever picks up the win from the throw-in could already be en route to winning this very, very important game of this limited edition 8 goal. Here they are then, everybody ready to go, lined up on the halfway line. Best of luck to both teams, and it looks like it could be the man who's already picked up 3 goals, Scott Sorbaro. Will he be the man with the Midas touch? Well, it looks like he could be. In comes the challenge from Inaki Wulf. I'm sure Scott would have liked to have got another chance to have a go at that. It'll be Kampsen on the boards, getting a push there from Dorignac. Still Kampsen. Leaves that one now, and that will go over the back line. But who did it come from? Did it come from a defending player? Because if it did, that would be the equivalent of a corner kick given to Amaro. Looks like it was a regular. Well, here you see once again, Manifold takes the ball. And it's a regular knock-in coming from Dorignac. Milo over on the far side. Let's see if they can run this one. That'll be Michele in front of goal. Can he keep his head down? Michele just overrides. Little bit unlucky. And just taking the pace out. Whew, I'm sure they will be relieved. And that ball did not go through, so back we go to Amaro. Kampsen will duel that one over to the left-hand side. He's found, and he's done well. He's done very well. Second chance here now for Scott Sorbaro, if he can. Well, he can't, but then comes Michael Armour. He would, I'm sure, like to have another crack at that. My goodness, this is nail-biting stuff. Back to Newport and Milo Dorignac. Has he found somebody in a blue shirt? He has. He's found Goldstein. Gene Goldstein gets pushed out to the right-hand side by Michael Armour. And a whistle. No whistle. Beg your pardon. I stand correct. Just imagining I'm hearing things now. I thought there might be a whistle on that play. Instead, it's going to be Nick Manifold gets things on the move. Here we go. Once again for Amaro. And back to the man. This will be his 3rd attempt. And you know what they say, all good things come in 3s. Maybe spoken a bit too soon here. Who can jump on this? Michael. 2 players coming from either side. And that, of course, is a no-no. You cannot make a BLT out of a polo player. You see it here again. There he is, bang. Yep, and I think Kampsen knows it. You can see he's making the fist. He's very happy with that. The two umpires just comparing notes here. And I think that nod that I just saw coming from Pepe Araja will give confirmation that we had a bit of a sandwich there. That's a very clear rule in the book of polo. You cannot challenge a player from both sides. Now the umpires, of course, can trigger this and send it back to the CTV Sports Studios, where our instant replay official will be able to look at that very, very closely. So what looks like an open shot case might still be up for discussion. Umpire still there, just going through exactly how they saw what was coming from where. So this must be nail-biting stuff, very unnerving here for both teams, knowing whether or not it's going to go in their favor or against them. Well, let's wait and see what the outcome will be. To me, it looked very, very clear that as Manifold was working the ball, then he loses it. The next player on that line would have been, there he is right in the middle. That would have been Michael Armour. And then he had to play on his near side and on his offside. That's the miss hit. And there's even a slight right. He came across the player. So not only was it a sandwich play, but it was also a player coming from left across to over that right of way. Well, you can see that they very quickly made the decision. So final score then 7-6. Sad way or unfortunate way to end it. But that is just the way things go in polo. So congratulations to Amaro, Scott Sorbaro, Nick Manifold, Kris Kampsen, and Michael Armour. Very, very hard luck here for Newport, but nonetheless well played. Inaki Wulf, Gene Goldstein, Michele Dorignac, Milo Dorignac. From all of us here at CTV Sports, thank you for tuning in. A quick last reminder to invite you to come and join us tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, the John T. Oxley Memorial Final. Casablanca taking on Los Machitos. Hope you can tune in from then. From all of us here for now, enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and make sure you join us tomorrow morning here at CTV Sports.